Welcome on in, everybody. This is Oktoberfest Beer Garden Tent. We want to welcome you all into a very special, in lieu of our Week 7's 2-point conversation, we're doing a league podcast, Oktoberfest Live Special. We'll get right into it right after this. Welcome on into another edition of Wingman Fantasy Football, the League Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Furley. And as always, I'd like to thank all of you, or any of you who may be watching or listening today, joining us live. And as always, it's my great pleasure to welcome to the bar, in person, in the flesh. How's it going, man?
Good, buddy.
Mr. Bernie, a.k.a. Team B.
I'm Cuban B. Yes, Cuban B.
How you doing today, Bernie?
I am doing all right today, Mike. I am so happy to be here in sunny South Central Florida. Good to be here with you at the actual bar, and good to have Oktoberfest in our midst.
We're recording just about 15, 20 minutes before the hullabaloo begins. We'll see if it actually starts on time or not. But nonetheless, so this is episode 179, like we said, an Oktoberfest live special. And in this show, we're just going to kind of go over the news real quick, let you know who's been ruled out. Some interesting guys have been ruled out late on the day on Saturday, which is when we're recording this here, guys. So today is Saturday, October 18th. This is episode 179, an Oktoberfest live special. Let me just say it 3 times, one more time. All right, so let's sign out. Let's get right into it. And do you have anyone on your team that you're worried about, questionable or otherwise? And then we'll go from there.
No, the only person that's really questionable on my team is the tight end of what's his name from the Dolphins? Waller. I'm not worried about it, even though I have Hollywood Brown. Zay Flowers is on bye, so I need to fill in a second wide receiver flex spot. So I'm kind of worried about it, but not too worried about it.
Do me a favor, put it actually more out in front of you instead of like, yeah. Sorry, just
you're good.
Getting full volume. Okay, sorry guys. Again, we're doing it live. Okay, so I've got a lot of question marks. The acquisition of Mike Evans was nice, but he's questionable. And Deebo Samuel, we're just getting a little spoiler here. Deebo Samuel was ruled out at about 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Terry McLaurin's already been ruled out. Again, I don't have this guy's written down very well, so we're kind of going off the top of our heads and checking news as we go. So Terry McLaurin's already out. And now Deebo Samuel is out. He's been dealing with that heel injury for the last 2 weeks, but playing. That means your man Luke McCaffrey and what's his first name for Lane? It's like Jalen?
Yep.
Jalen Lane. Those guys have a really good chance to blow up. They're playing. I was so excited to have Deebo Samuel this week.
I know that's a tough loss. Deebo was going to be the guy that was coming on, but I think this might be McCaffrey's name, but maybe Bill.
It should be a huge. We said that last week,
yeah,
of course.
We did.
If he doesn't do it this week, I guess he's not that good.
No. I think this will be enough. There'll be enough snaps. There'll be enough offensive firepower going on because of Dallas's defense being a little lackluster.
I've got some good news for you, Bernie. I don't know if you're going to play him or not. I think you're going to have to. We've got George Kittle has officially been activated. And all reports are he's going to suit up and be on the field this week. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's going to tonight, before I go to bed and crash on my pillow, that soft, comfy pillow I'm looking forward to. I'll have to decide, George Kittle or Darren Waller, pretty much, because that will fill in the last spot that I need as a flex. Yeah, well, we'll see. I don't like to get guys that first week back, so I probably will stick with Waller, but I'll see what the practice reports look like for Kittle.
All right, I'm going to do this a little bit off of what we were looking at through the week, so you can help me out. I'm going San Francisco here. We have a block of players there because we're talking about Kittle. Kittle's back in.
Yep.
Pearsall, I'm assuming, I don't know if he was ruled out, but I was assuming all week he was going to be out. I'll go to 4 or 5 names, and you can catch up as you go. So I got Pearsall, I believe, is out. He's going to double check me. Juwan Jennings has been practicing it this week, and looks like he's actually good to go. I think he's off the injury list altogether, which is very rare for him the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
And I think Purdy's also out, and Mac Jones should be making I always forget because he had a start and then not a start. So it's 4th straight start, 5th start of the season, something like that. Looks like Mac Jones is going to get back in there. And with the return of Juwan and Kittle, there's a good chance here that Kendrick Bourne is finally going to take that back seat instead of being the number 1 receiver in San Francisco.
Exactly. But what are we going to do with Purdy? Is Purdy going to start, or is Mac Jones going to start?
I think Purdy's out.
You think Purdy's out completely?
You don't have it there?
No. Okay. If Purdy's out completely and Mac Jones is starting, then yeah, Kittle might be the play to go to this game. That is a good safety blanket outlet if he's on the field.
So this is a little interesting to me as well. Bounce on to other teams here. I'm just kind of scrolling through the news here. I just saw a news report here that said for the Arizona Cardinals, Marvin Harrison is off the injury report, should be good.
Yep.
And it also said that Kyler Murray practiced. It wasn't clear if it said limited. It didn't say full or limited. It said practice again. So, but he was lumped in with Marvin Harrison in kind of a good news story. But now I'm looking down here, it says Jacoby Brissett is expected to start, even though Kyler Murray is still. I hate these reports when you get like one report and then 2 hours later you get like a conflicting one.
Yeah, if Jacoby Brissett starts, then really that's going to help out a lot of the receiving and a lot of the running game.
I think so too.
Yeah, so that's not necessarily a bad thing unless you're a Kyler Murray owner. Then that might be a little bit bad news for you.
I don't know if we mentioned it, but Puka Nacua has been ruled out. They're expecting him to hopefully be back after their bye, which I believe they have a bye next week. So there's a 2-for-1 sit out here. Like Bernie said, if you're only going to have 1 week of missing, do it now and get 2 weeks for it. Maybe you can get past it pretty quickly. And then let's go to Tampa Bay here. All right, we got Bucky Irving's been ruled out. That was early. Chris Godwin has now been ruled out.
Yeah.
There's some conflicting reports. I didn't see the bad news one. I only saw that Mike Evans has been practicing. He did miss 1 day of practice on Friday.
Yep. But
the whole team missed practice, it looked like, from what I could tell. He did return to practice today on Saturday and is listed as questionable and I guess a game time decision. But even more interesting, Emeka Egbuka returns to practice. And the quote is there's a real chance a real chance he might play. A little bit ambiguous there, but I still think he's on the negative side of questionable. I think Mike Evans is on the positive side in the same degree in the opposite directions. Like that's 55 to 60% for one and 40% for the other. But that's just amazing that Emeka Egbuka is even considering playing after we didn't hear anything about him all week except that he's going to get some tests.
Yeah, that's going to be a complete game time decision. I think Mike Evans might be the possible go-to there. But then you got to remember that Sterling Shepard and Chris Otton are there, and they can pick up a little bit of the slack that Rachaad White doesn't handle. Big game for Rachaad White. Get him in your lineups.
All right, yeah. In terms of Sterling Shepard, he was going to be my oh crap handcuff here. But with Emeka Egbuka playing, now he's not going to be the number one. Is he worth playing as your number 2/3 receiver? I'm not sure.
Sterling Shepard, yeah, I would put him as a 2/3 receiver. I wouldn't put him as a solid 2.
If he's the number 2, I mean, if he's playing with Egbuka, say if Mike Evans.
No.
If
it's just Evans and Shepard. Shepard is definitely a
so
good,
he's worth
good
playing
play.
if one of them play, but if both play, not
exactly.
That's what I'm trying to figure out here.
Yes.
And then if you're in that game with those big time questionables, that you have to have a backup plan ready to go. The only late game after that 7:00 Monday night game is the 10:00 Monday night game where the Houston Texans take on who are they taking on? Seattle. That's all I have here, I guess.
Yep.
So a little news alert here. Christian Kirk has just been ruled out as of 5:00 this afternoon. He is not going to play. I know a manager in our league was using Christian Kirk as his Puka replacement, and I hope he doesn't get wise to this because I've got to do some blocking, and I can only have one guy to do it for Sundays with our new rules, which is fine and all. Just got to figure out the right block.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to pick up Dalton Schultz, if you're a Christian Kirk owner, then maybe if you want to stick in that game because it's going to be the last game and you're going to have to find a replacement in the last game. But that's really it, though. So you might want to have somebody playing in that earlier game if Christian Kirk is anything but. Oh, he is completely out.
Yeah, he just got ruled out.
Oh, he's completely out.
Yeah,
Never mind. Yeah. Stay clear of that. So more targets for Nico Collins. Maybe Nick Chubb, maybe Woody Marks get a little extra going on there.
What do you think about the rookie Higgins with someone like Kirk out? Kirk missed the first 2 games of the year, and Higgins didn't do anything. But it's also these rookies take a little bit of time to get in the flow. Maybe he's in the flow now with the opportunity that he had the opportunity before without the flow.
Yeah.
Maybe the combination of both might be more beneficial to him.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job over there in Seattle. They're a hit and miss defense, but when they hit, they really hit hard. Higgins got 4 targets last game.
Okay.
So if he gets his target share up a little bit, then maybe he's 4 targets for 32 yards. He'd have to really get into that 10 target range to be an effective fantasy player.
All right. Again, we're kind of doing this on the fly here. I do have one more thing that I kind of remembered. Christian Watson, we thought he was coming back this week. The last report I saw said they're going to give him 1 more week. That means he's missing 2 games after having his practice window open, which means if he's not activated by next week or at least a couple days after, it depends on when they actually started the window.
Yeah. He's
going to be out for the year, guys. That's just how this goes. They let you get ramped up without taking up a roster spot. However, if you can't get on the roster by the end of that 21 days, your season is over. So Christian Watson, the last I saw, is not going to play today. Again, double check this all the way until Sunday morning here. I think they have a 4:00 game, so you're going to have a little bit of time on that one. But it looks like Watson's not going to play. And even more interesting thing, if he doesn't get activated in the next, again, I don't know the exact calendar, 7, 8, 9, 10 days, he's done for. There's no indication he'll be out for the year. He's been ramping up all week. I'm surprised he's not playing this week, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and that just helps out with Golden, with Dobbs, with Kraft. And this week, I think I might play Dobbs. Dobbs might be a pretty strong play this week. especially with the news of Christian Watson. And Christian Watson has always been a little bit of a I don't want to say fragile player. I mean, he's an NFL football player.
He misses time quite a bit.
Yeah, he gets dinged up very easily. Dontavian Wicks, he might be a free agent in your league. He might be somebody that you could possibly pick up in a what the heck flex option. But I think Dobbs and Golden are going to be the go-tos there.
And I'm wondering, I haven't seen this. I'm wondering, we thought Dontavian Wicks might miss time.
Yeah.
But being that he got some practices in,
yeah.
I'm wondering the fact that he is probably going to play. They could say, you know what, we can let you rest one more week. We have enough receivers. If they were down 2 receivers, they'd probably throw him in there. I'm kind of guessing, kind of put a narrative to it.
Yeah, because Tucker Kraft is there too as well, and he can do a lot of the receiving work. To help pick up any slack that Dontavian Wicks misses.
All right. Do you mind checking over to, I don't know if anyone's watching or not. I don't have that up there. Has anyone asked anything, watching, any things we don't go over here?
All right. No, we just have a, best fantasy football amateur show right now, live. That's all we have. One comment. Thank you.
Thanks, Bernie.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. All right, guys, I think that's going to do it because, like I said, we're not overly prepared. We're rushing this before the people come over, and they should be coming over pretty soon. The food, I already smell it. Pretzels are here, so we're going to get to that.
Pretzels are here.
With that being said, guys, let's see. I'm Prosit. Prost to your water.
I've been drinking earlier today, so I need to refresh before I drink more later
Very good, guys. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. With that being said, may your steins be full, your mugs be frosty,
and all of your Heffenweisen go down smooth.
See you guys.